Zach Hadel, one of the funniest and most attractive vloggers on the planet, infamous for his help on the Crotch Kick collab on Newgrounds.
It's me, Mario.
Did you see that? On the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Now you see it. But why does Peach look like that? What did Bowser do? But speaking of Bowser, he's in need of a princess like Zach Hadel. If you've ever wanted to be like Zach Hadel, you've stopped at the right place. I'd consider myself a Zach Hadel of a friend group. Just ask anybody on the r/OneyPlays subreddit. They might say things like, "Hello, Zach Hadel," and he's basically Zach Hadel. If you want to be a Zach Hadel of a friend group, here's some tips that'll make you Zach Hadel. Number 5. Here's a hypothetical. Who's in the SpongeBob episode The Grill is Gone and loves hypotheticals? Why, it's Zach Hadel, of course. Might I ask why Zach Hadel was wearing a shirt that says freaking sweet cosplay? Could he be referring to his TV show that he made? Still, that's none the fact. Zach Hadel iconically loves his hypotheticals. This is one of my favorite clips that shows his true power.
Like, this is kind of a full circle moment because I didn't like want to be famous as like I just kind of like was doing myself and like doing me and just naturally like I think some like paparazzi guy was like, this guy's got to be.
What a way with words, am I right? But if you're still looking for a hypothetical to use, don't worry. I was able to find a Zach Hadel type hypothetical you could use that is almost exactly one-to-one with what Zach Hadel would definitely say. The only catch is, you have to say this to your Chris of the friend group. Here it goes. Hey Chris of the friend group, your secret friend is really cold. What do you do? Now, any, and I truly mean any, Chris would say, I'd give him a coat. Your response should be, okay, that's good. Feel free to be flexible with your response, but being too flexible might make you the JonTron of the friend group. And I hate to say this, you don't want to be a brave boy. If you catch that reference, please comment in the text below. Number 4. Yet another thing that Zach Hadel constantly does is have a little laugh with Tomar of the friend group. Now, if you don't have a Tomar, don't worry. They like to hide from Zach's of the friend groups, but they have key details that you can pick out. 2 common things that a Zach Hadel of a friend group might have is their YouTube channel named The Pondering Llama, and their 2 perfect strands of hair coming out of their Tomar shaven head, making him look like an ant. Nearly every Antmar has one of these. Now that you found him, a very common thing a Zach likes to do is his unique and off-the-wall Tomar talks. His most common is pointing out this weird photo that he posted of himself on the Pondering Llama. But are you catching what I'm catching? Did you catch it? Why is Tomar so anti-Semitic? Does Tomar truly not believe in Jewish God? Should we call Tomar just some guy who doesn't believe in religion? Right now, Tomar's showing signs of the average aristocrat. Trace. A little thing about Zach is that he does speak a little Spanish, though he speaks a lot more to the females.
Well, I'm glad to have you with us. Now,
First off, I want to say thank you so much for having me. You're such an angel about these kind of things. You're such a sweet, kind little person, and it's so cool to me. It's so neat. It's such a cool concept to me that I don't hate the concept of big feet.
Of course, why?
And what, you're gonna pull that up on me like I fucked up really bad, like it's some sick thing?
I mean, talk about charm. But did you notice how he talked to her? Zach Hadel likes to talk to women like this all the time. Ever since I started doing this with random women I find on the street, I've had so much more confidence in my Hadel power. Here's an example. Okay. Alright, I found a girl. I don't... Do you know where the gym is? Thank you, babe. Let's dive into this clip. See that? That is respect. Any woman would fall head over heels for you, especially if you add the gym part. And can we talk about that Hadel power? I'm sure he uses Hadel power for his TV show. Shayla. Number 3. If you were clever enough to know, it's not actually number 3. I lied. Yet another one of Zach Hadel's handy tools. If you caught on to that, you're very gifted with numbers, just like Zach Hadel. You know, Chris was an accountant after all. Hilarious! Yet another lie down the books. Though another lie you can get yourself started with. A common topic for Chris is his love of money. So while Chris is talking about I love money and hanging out with Jack Black, you could say, you know, it's funny that you say that, Chris, because you used to be an accountant. You know, it's funny that you say this, Chris, because you used to be an accountant. Any, and I mean any, Chris, Lyle, and Corey of your friend group will love that joke. Not Tomar. Do not let Tomar laugh. And if you think it's bad that I'm telling people to lie to their friends, you're an Aaron Hansen of the friend group. And I really don't think this line of work is good for you. Please click off this video right now. I'm being serious. Number 1. Lastly, if your friends don't respect you as a Zach Hadel of the friend group after all they've done for you, try this one on for size. Tested and succeeded to ensure your Hadel power. Something that I know for sure Zach Hadel would say himself. Zach Hadel would say, "Pass the hum." Let me repeat that for you. Pass the hum. It's nearly identical to Zach Hadel. 2 very strong reasons why this is number 1, it's because it's similar to what Zach Hadel might actually say. And second, Zach and Ham go together like Tomar and Lyle. Well, that was all the ways to make yourself near identical to Zach Hadel. Pass the hum. See, you're already sounding like him. Thank you for watching, and if you Hadelers have any other tips to make the transition, leave it in the comments below.